I did want to follow up on what Sungmin brought up, I think others as well. You did get numerous questions yesterday about the president's debate performance. You didn't mention travel, the jet lag, the foreign trip. So I think you can understand why it was a little bit puzzling to hear the president mentioning that as his explanation for the first time last night. Can you clarify whether when you took the podium yesterday, did you not know that that was a major
And I want to say that is my bad. That is part of definitely part of the explanation of what had occurred. I did know that. I did know that. I did know that. But we were so
whoa, edgy. Calm down, Karine. Calm down.
Focused. I was so focused on the cold, and that's what I kind of leaned into and talked about. But yes, his schedule did have something to do with it. It was the schedule and the cold, and I was aware of that yesterday.
I did want to follow up on.
So it was a cold. Okay, so I don't know what we're seeing though. The president is really declining at a rapid pace, and it looks like it's accelerating. Okay, what I want to share with you guys is a clip from earlier today, July 4th. The President Joe Biden, he was at this event, and there were numerous instances where President Joe Biden, he has no idea where he's at. So I want you guys to pay very, very close attention. Look at his body language and listen to how he forgets what he's even talking about, what the subject matter is that he's discussing right now in front of this large crowd, lots of black people, it's actually a mixed audience here, black folks, white folks. But the guy, I mean, he's gone. Biden is gone. He appears to literally do an about face because he's like, wait, where am I again? And then he watch the video.
Which I want to do. There's 7,000 people waiting at the gate to get in. So if I don't finish this, they can't come in. So maybe if you're hanging around, I'm going to sneak back out if that's okay, all right? Thank you. Remember that famous expression?
Hold on.
They also serve who only stand and wait. I remember when our son was deployed, my wife would go to stand in the sink in the morning, drinking her coffee, and saying that prayer, worrying, always concerned, and all of you. So we owe you. This could not be done without the family support. So thank you. We love you, and I really mean it from the bottom of my heart.
Watch the body language, guys. Watch the body language. Where are you going, Joe?
You got me, man. I'm not going anywhere. All right, I'll come back out when they open the gate, okay? Thank you.
To let the illegals
One last
in?
thing. You know, I used to think when I was a senator, there were always congestion on the highways. There's no congestion anymore. None. We go on the highway, there's no congestion.
What?
And so the way they get me to stop talking, they'll say, we just shut down all the roads, Mr. President. You're going to lose all the votes if you don't get in. But anyway, I'll be back.
That was hella random. Okay. Dude, what is Joe Biden talking about? Where is he going? He goes from tangent to tangent. He's spinning around, hobbling very, very awkwardly. Joe Biden, man, very, very unbelievable. But yeah, that was Joe Biden today, earlier at the July 4th celebration, apparently at the White House in Washington, D.C., but Joe Biden's not in good shape. I mean, you see him. This guy, I wouldn't trust Joe Biden to run my homeowners association, much less the country, much less the United States of America. By the way, guys, I have some secret footage of former President Donald Trump that got leaked out. Okay, guys? I'm definitely going to be sharing that clip with you guys later in this video. Also, if you have not already, please take a second, hit the like button for the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, I want to thank you guys so much for always sharing these videos. You guys are absolutely amazing. I appreciate you guys. But Michelle Obama, apparently, according to this recent poll, is the only Democrat that is capable of beating current President Donald Trump. Former First Lady Michelle Obama is the only Democrat to beat former President Donald Trump, according to a Tuesday poll. The survey conducted by Reuters Ipsos, which I guess Reuters, Ipsos, those are, let me know, guys, are these some pretty reputable poll sources? Y'all let me know. I hear about them a lot. Anyway, so the survey found that Michelle Obama was the only Democrat with a lead on Donald Trump, and in a hypothetical matchup, garnering 50% to his 49%, guys. Only 4% of respondents said that they would not vote at all. But get this, guys. Hold on a second. 50%? Oh, Michelle Obama garners 50% compared to Donald Trump's 39%. That's an 11-point lead. Is that right? Meanwhile, the poll found President Biden and Donald Trump are neck and neck in a head-to-head match. They received 40% of the vote. They each received 40% of the vote, while 8% said that they would vote for someone else, and another 8% said that they would not vote at all. Wow. I mean, and now get this, guys. Other Democrats floated as potential replacements for Joe Biden in the poll include Vice President Kamala Harris, who received 42% of the votes in a head-to-head matchup against Donald Trump, who received 43%. So according to this Reuters Ipsos poll, it looks like they're trying to make it look like Vice President Kamala Harris is a little bit closer to President Joe Biden in terms of this gap. Trump is still, Kamala Harris is a little bit closer to Donald Trump in this gap with only a 1 point lead with Donald Trump ahead. Basically, we've seen other polls and it looked like Donald Trump was way further ahead than Vice President Kamala Harris. I'm talking like 4 to 6 points. This particular poll only has Donald Trump ahead of Kamala Harris by 1 point. I don't know if I trust this poll, or I don't know if the other polls are off. California Governor Gavin Newsom, though, trailed Donald Trump by 3 percentage points. Now, the interesting about Governor Gavin Newsom, I actually came across this poll, and I guess it depends on who they're polling, where they poll, when they poll. But there was a poll from polling against between Gavin Newsom and Donald Trump, and basically 39% of folks never even heard of. So apparently this was, not just inside of California. This was maybe an entire United States poll, or maybe the poll was done in another state. But anyway, 39% of folks never even heard of Gavin Newsom. And 42% of folks who actually were aware of who Gavin Newsom was, they had a negative connotation toward Gavin Newsom. So that doesn't sound like a very good candidate. It's like, so basically what this poll is telling me is that if you either A, you don't know who he is, or B, you know who he is and he's got a bad reputation. So I don't know if that's necessarily a good candidate to replace Biden with, but it is what it is. So while the Ipsos poll, Reuters poll, does not show Biden losing ground to Donald Trump, other post-debate polls have shown that he is losing ground to Donald Trump. The survey did find, however, that 1 in 3 Democrats believe Joe Biden should, in fact, drop out of the race. The White House and the Biden campaign have tried to quell concerns about the debate performance in recent days and have dismissed the calls for the president to suspend his campaign. So it looks like Joe Biden is not going to be dropping out of the race anytime soon. But take a listen, guys. I don't know who got this close to Donald Trump to leak this illegally recorded video footage of Donald Trump in a very, very candid moment. But Donald Trump's he better tighten up his security, because he may have someone very, very close to him that doesn't need to be there. Take a listen.
He kicked that old broken down pile of crap. Yeah. It's a bad guy. He just quit, He's quitting the race. Is that right? Yep, I got him out of the race. And that means we have Kamala. I think she's going to be better. She's so bad. She's so pathetic.
Did you guys hear that? Listen to that again.
He kicked that old broken down pile of crap. Yeah. It's a bad guy. He just quit, He's quitting the race. Is that right? Yep, I got him out of the race. And that means we have Kamala. I think she's going to be better. She's so bad. She's so pathetic. It's so amazing. It's just so fucking bad. So I just can't imagine. But can you imagine that guy dealing with Putin and the president of China?
Wow. All right, guys. So you heard Donald Trump. Clearly, Donald Trump sitting on a golf cart, swinging the clubs. I don't know if he's at a Mar-a-Lago golf course or wherever he's at, but looking at the vantage point of this camera angle for Donald Trump, clearly this person is ultra close to him. And I don't know if this is one of his security guards. I don't know if this is somebody a part of his campaign, maybe his golf caddy. And if you look at the height of the camera, it looks like it's about waist height. So I don't know if this was maybe a body cam that somebody was wearing around Donald Trump, but I mean, I don't really know how they captured this, but this was clearly illegally recording the president, and this has gotten leaked out. Now, I personally don't think that this is really going to hurt him because, number one, okay, granted, he dropped the F-bomb. He's said a couple of, they could have cleaned up the language a little bit. But the simple fact of the matter is that I don't think he said anything that he hasn't already said in public anyway. And I do think personally that I wouldn't expect an apology from Donald Trump on this one. Most people are not happy with Joe Biden. Most people do think that the debate against Joe Biden, between Donald Trump and Joe Biden, it was Donald Trump that basically exposed Biden for how poor his mental condition is. So Donald Trump says that he made him quit. Okay, theoretically Joe Biden didn't quit yet, but the Democrats are definitely looking to replace him. So I really don't see this as a lie. I really don't see this as Donald Trump saying anything different than what we already kind of know his position on. So granted, he was a little loose with his language, said a bad word or two, but nobody cares about that. And I really don't think that with all of the negative things that are going on in Biden's campaign right now, I really just don't think that this will harm Donald Trump at all at this point. I really feel like at this point, the damage control from the Biden campaign is just so off the chain right now. It's just so out of control that Trump could probably pretty much do or say anything at this point, and he would still stay ahead of Joe Biden. So again, this got leaked out. I really don't think that this is going to hurt him at all. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Have you seen this before? Do you think that this video clip here, Donald Trump illegally recorded of him violating his rights? Donald Trump's really got to figure out who's gotten that close to him to be able to record this thing, because he's a presidential candidate. You got to think, like, everyone and their mom is trying to catch him saying or doing something that could ruin his chances of becoming the next president of the United States. So that is a serious concern. But again, Kamala Harris, I mean, he clowned Kamala Harris. It's not like he hasn't clowned Kamala Harris or made fun of her in public. So again, I'm not seeing this as such a big freaking deal like most people are. But what do you guys think about this? By the way, if you haven't already, do hit the like button for the video, subscribe to the channel, share this video with some like-minded folks, and I will see you guys on the next one.